He's a little tough with that.
No idea what's going on.
Okay, Tally.
It'll be the part that you skip.
Yeah.
Start at the perm, right?
No, I'm listening right.
Do I need to do the thing where I make like lots of space on the perm? No, alright. It links to that.
Man, I'm in the right at somewhere. You know.
So you just
Basically, yeah.
Thank you.
You all ready? That's getting so much more respect for your 2 ARs.
Thank you.
Fermentation is a non-starter, it's literally impossible because our alternative is to do nothing. This can't be combined with the plan, and even if it could, it would be the no benefit because combination of our alternative means that you can't access any of your advantages. It means that if we any of our link arguments, then they all prove to be disadvantages to permutation. I'll isolate 2 external disadvantages of the permutation to begin with. This is commonly 91. Permutation can expand indefinitely as compromised or by theorists of master theories. These can be theories shows that affinities usually in the order of the susceptible to master the harmonization of the bias and SSD. World must be pressed one way or another. I form birds across the master bias, logical narcissism, the dispensation of the world, philosophical purge of God. Each of the contending parties investigating contingency is an expert in the nature. Second, each position has the deployed ideals under the terms of the problematic of sovereignty. The state is the highest embodiment of human freedom and democracy. Under these positions, everything the problematic of sovereignty, the initiation of necessary contingency is stifled in thinking about freedom. Freedom becomes restricted to the confines of the sovereign state. Freedom becomes not of the mastery or truth because the world is treated as it must be for us. But one aspiration or another, a God of more must be us for one way or another. That please simultaneously exacerbates dangers and disciplines of society and limit and screens out interpretations that might traumatize them more cogently. Lance to AC arguments that apocalyptic imagery is good. This discourse of law evidence. This is not an offensive argument for you. We have not read criticism of apocalyptic imagery. You should not win this debate because you talked about the end of the world. Also, we have impact turned your preventative foresight argument. It's no one into variant evidence. Remember that both 9/11 and Katrina were predicted by bureaucrats, but nothing was done about them. This is because their emphasis on foresight actually leads to a world where we make so many predictions that it causes a bureaucratization of catastrophe that leads to bungling that turns all of these things into the ultra catastrophes that we are trying to prevent. This is the conceded 2AC argument that they should not be allowed new arguments in the 1AR. He reads this moment evidence. This evidence is about what is ethical for land managers, which means that it begins from the very fucking premise that we own and control the land to begin with. And from this to begin, if this is the premise from which we begin, then of course we will just conclude that intervention is inevitable. He has conceded 1 and C of border evidence that indicates that they are just wrong because we are capable of a being in the world that does not assume the latter to be given to us as an instrument for our ends. This is not apparent to them because they have already admitted that they are desperately clinging to the same ontology that we are criticizing. He reads Bookchin evidence. He says that ecological science is good. They can't access their understanding of the environment. Language mediates our sensory understanding of the outside environment. Ask Galileo about the nature of the scientific consensus. The impact is A subpoint causality. The affirmative cannot prove the relationship between about their harms evidence. Causalities are not verifiable even in the best scientific estimates, and this claim applies doubly to their solvency because it relies on both natural and social sciences evidence to prove legal compliance. Our alternative is acausal, it's existential. You control your thoughts. We support its objectivity science as a theory and a law. Their science is built upon necessary ontological, epistemological, and axiological assumptions central to the affirmative advantage. These assumptions are not universal or unproven, nor moreover they justify our alternative. They gain advantages because of their assumptions so that we can generate an alternative reciprocally. And here is evidence on this question. This is Colts 98. Environmental science exists within a specific cultural and political context because environmental science is adopted there the true claims of naturalizing out of their cultural context and perceived as self-evident so much of the narratives of science constructs about the natural world. Become resistant to critical scrutiny, especially those outside of this discipline itself by examining these factors that begin to see powerful old metaphors and scientific knowledge productions using language. Science situations itself within the cultural manifest cultural productions, hypothetical terminology, opposed to human mechanism, conceptualization, modern nature, nature's only make of it. Words help to build an industrial, cybernetic, oriented, and economistic society, meaning linguistic terms are politically motivated. Euro-American culture because you perceive as though humans were live outside the world that they intend to manipulate and control. The belief in the right to control the objectified other is dangerously illusory. The next 2AC argument is environmental ethics fail in the short term. We can tell you get on this question. Your mode of managerialism is precisely what put us on the brink of ecological catastrophe in the first place. This is the 2 and C piece of border evidence that Connor has extended. There is only a hope that our alternative solves better. Contextualize, divide the 2 and C argument that our alternative is effectively try or die. Effectively, our argument is affirmative only treats the same problems that they identify within the technological mind frame that caused them in the first place. Then there is no reason to continue pursuing the same path. You should vote for our alternative even in the face of an imminent catastrophe. That is what our border evidence says. He says the moderation of affirms life. This is the excess debate. This is all irrelevant. It is an ad hominem attack on a 19th century German philosopher. And our alternative is invented to a 20th century German philosopher, which is a critical distinction. Seriously though, this extinction, this is just another argument about why extinction is coming and the alternative does nothing to solve it. If we win any of our impact arguments, then we will turn the entirety of the affirmative. The meta argument renders this in its articulation virtually inoperable. He said that anti-managerialism leads to extinction. I will impact turn this argument. His focus on destruction is part of the problem. Is what has to be thought through. That's the one that he drives this evidence. We do not identify objective problems and then seek solutions to them. Rather, we ask ourselves, why is it that these problems present themselves to us in the first place? We win in all of our arguments to that it's only because of a particular understanding of being that guarantees environmental destruction, whether or not the affirmative solves this particular instance. This means that the alternative is again effectively try or die. And here is evidence that their mode of technological willing makes all of their impacts inevitable. This is Zimmerman 91. Once the world becomes a mere creature for the human subject, may commit the right to organize the figures to sue the nation states that dominate each other, anything that enhances the power of the state to justify production and consumption, or organize the part of its political power when it should justify all action so long as it promote greater power, world wars, or only the offshoots of industrialization of planetary imperialism, which are the key senses of the modern age. Everything is planned for the sake of accelerating the process of production and consumption. Will the power manifests itself primarily in economic terms. Self-will man turns everything into a commodity made of self, is turned into a calculated market value. Self-will man records everywhere with objects, streams become sewers, mountains become flat, and farms become agribusiness. Biochemists study how to manipulate genetic structure, and all this happens under the ages of self-development, self-emancipation, and progress. No human action can bring about a change in the technological impulse. Will the power is outstripped its capacity to control it. The world must be forced to collapse, and the earth must be driven to desolation. Finally, their utilitarian framework turns the entirety of the affirmative because it justifies a kill to save mentality that results in extinction. You didn't read this, did you? No. We were 93. Our problem with utilitarian ethics is that the principle of the great script of the greatest number can easily entail that some species are disadvantaged or actively exterminated. Firstly, the utilitarian calculus of the greatest script of the greatest number is very difficult when it is restricted to humanity is applied to all sentient species. It is virtually impossible to evaluate, especially since it is very difficult to know the feelings of sentient animals and people. As soon as it is possible to know the feelings of sentient species that influence pain on other sentient species should be disadvantaged or extinguished from the satisfaction of that species' love, the satisfaction of the species that suffers pain. Thus, all of the utilitarian principle apply to all sentient species. The difficulty of utilitarianism is over insurmountable, or the inequality implied by the utilitarian is more likely to provoke the extinction of species. Anything else we can say?